Good evening. You know, if you're in the cow-calf business or been around the cow-calf business much, you know that danged old bulls are just a whole bunch of hard heads and unnecessary evil. Gotta have them, but always a passel full of trouble. But every now and then there's one you kind of take a shine to. I wrote this poem titled Old Herd Bull, kind of based on a halfway true story. I had an old herd bull that'd been with me for many a year. That fellow was as good as they come, and he covered every mama cow he could from tail to ear. He could work all night and all through the day. I never did see him not on a date after spring works and come May. I kept him till he was 9. That's a little long, and I noticed he's starting to falter, but he couldn't catch a mama cow if he tried, and I held her with a halter. But boy, I sure thought of that bull as a good hand and a dang fine friend. I thought I'd give him a little help and get him tearing them up again. Now, my wife had bought me Viagra, even though I don't need it much. I just keep it around to let her think she's right and for novelty and such. Well, I figured that old bull could use it more than me, so I dosed up a bucket of ration with the whole bottle, you see. I sucked him in that evening out of my old feed truck, and he came a-lumbering up with about as much energy as a pond-shot duck. I set that feed bucket down on the ground and moved away, and he sidled over and cleaned it up and didn't really have a thing to say. Now, I don't know from experience, but I heard that pill kicks in about a half hour and makes a man's roots stand up, they say, kind of like the Eiffel Tower. Well, he went off, and 30 minutes went by as I washed and set, and he just went back to grazing, not interested in the ladies at all, and he's just wondering how to get fat. Disappointed, I loaded up and headed back to the house. I figured that old bull's sure enough done for now, and he's just meek as a mouse. Well, my wife saw my gloom, and she cut me a slice of pie from the icebox when I got back, and still disappointed, I sipped coffee on the porch and then decided to hit the rack. About 3 in the morning, my wife started shaking me, and outside I heard such a clatter, but I came out of the bed real quick like just to see what was the matter. I hit that porch faster than NFR time, and what did my wondering eyes before me see? 200 mama cows in the front yard, sure enough mad and glaring at me. Now, folks, you think a mama cow can't talk. I might be crazy, but they sure were conversing that night. You've done it now, they said, with a passel full of anger and a whole lot of spite. Many choice words those ladies had that night, but I'll end it right here with the last thing they said to me. You and that bull are fired, boy, because we don't work overtime for free.